What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith. I'm back with another video. Today is going to be the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, episode 12. Let's get right into it because I am sleepy and I have an interview in the morning, so yeah.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
I'm just gonna say a little side note. We're at the halfway point, right? And why was Dorit ever assigned Center Diamond, sharing that spot with Kyle? There's no point she should have had Center Diamond. And to be honest, Lisa Rinna could have been a friend. Like, she hasn't had no camera time. She hasn't said damn near nothing. They cut out almost all her scenes, so she could have really been a friend, and it would have been nice. She's very much giving a supporting cast, you know. Like, yeah, Erica is over here drinking like she has lost her everlasting mind. So yeah, she needs to tone it all the way down. So everyone goes inside and they sit, and we sit down to hear Asher sing, and they actually played damn near 2-3 minutes of him singing, and we really could have cut this out. This was like a cute little American Idol performance. And I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, he could sing, obviously he can sing, but to be honest, I didn't come for this shit. I came here for the man. So next. So Kyle and Lisa are sitting there just like, oh my God, just trying to gas it. I'm just like, y'all really need to stop because it's cute. Don't get me wrong, it's really cute. He has good resonance, good breath control, a great tone. But once he got to them high notes, and then you hear Erica over here sound like, girl, nobody asked you to say no. Just sit there and look cute. But she went over here just talk, slurring her words, sound like somebody drunk grandma in a corner over here off her rocker. He tried to hit the high note. Voice crack. I'm just over here like, whew. Anyway. So yeah, he stopped singing, and the girls all go back outside. And Erica, Diana, and Lisa are outside, and they're all drinking. Obviously, Kathy sits down with Erica, and we'll sit down with them. And Erica's talking to Kathy, just slurring. Talk about.
I didn't want to bring my scorn and my scarlet letter onto your daughters and onto you.
And Kathy's like, no, girl, it's fine. But you hear how normal I'm saying it? Just think about the drunkest person that you ever heard saying that. Yeah, and my whole thing is I feel like we all know our limit, but they're talking about how mixing, I mean, I don't know about it, drinking and mixing medicine. I mean, I don't know. But they were taking an antidepressant and drinking on top of it is drinking 5 cocktails at a time. And I'm like, girl, and she probably had 7 drinks. Girl, she is drunk. Kyle, Cherie, Crystal, and Garcelle, they're all sitting outside. Kyle brings up Sutton Diana's talk and how at first it went rocky, but then they basically resolved everything and their beef, everything is cool. And Sutton was excited to come to Diana's party, but she had COVID. And Kyle said that yeah, unfortunately Sutton, she's gonna be alone for Christmas, and that's it. Kathy comes over and the girls ask how's Erica?
How's Erica?
You don't ever want to put yourself in a position of drinking and then losing control and doing something stupid.
And Kathy's like, yeah, she's getting out of control. Kyle says we should cut her some slack, and Garcelle just snaps
Cut her some slack, another thing.
You cut her some slack. I don't need to cut her some slack.
Oh. This is what I'm talking about, Garcelle. If you have something to say, just go ahead and say it, because we don't have time for nobody to misconstrue what you said. Look at all these notes, y'all. Garcelle speaks on Erica's pattern and her uncontrollable behavior, and Kyle said,
I think I'm ultra sensitive to if someone says, oh, this person's drinking too much, or this person, because honestly, probably because of our sister Kim.
But how and ever, Kyle, how can you sit up here and talk about, oh, Garcelle, you shouldn't be throwing around the drinking problem, this, that, and the third, because it's sensitive to you, but you threw around your own sister's drinking problem in her face on national television on season 1.
You are a liar and second an alcoholic. Okay? You are an alcoholic. Yes, that's right.
it was some family secret and you threw it out, and that's why your other sister Kathy didn't talk to you. So it just seems like, you know, maybe she's grown, okay, but regardless of the fact, how can you tell somebody else something that you did yourself? She, in this case, she's trying to stop a pattern of behavior for this woman acting an ass, has her legs, this is a 50-year-old woman with her legs wide open in a ball gown. What are you doing? It's not cute, but girl, go ahead. She's a pretty mess, I guess. Kyle feels like Garcelle's trying to bait her.
It's like that, like a drinking problem. And Garcelle wants me to say that she's baiting me. So, I'm not doing that.
To talk shit about Erica, and I don't feel that. I just feel like Garcelle wants her to be aware and hold her friends accountable. Crystal hits it right on the head.
Wrong. I expect my good friends to call me out, not just back me blindly.
And basically says that Kyle will back up the Fox Force 5/4 100% blind loyalty and not question anything, and that's just like sad. I just feel like that's just being a fake friend, where it's just like you have a friend that you can't even be 100% honest. I'm not saying being rude, because you can always use tact, but you can't even be honest with your friend to tell them like, hey, you're out of line. Now with me, I would never in front of people, like if I was dating someone, or if it's like a friend or like a sibling or a parent, I'm never going to check my, like, that person in front of other people. You know, I'll pull them to the side like, hey, you know, this, that, and the third's going on. Like, y'all need to chill, blah, 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 that. But I'm, for people I care about. If I don't care about you, or it's just like an associate, yeah, I'll call you out right then and there, because it's like, girl, I could really care less. But as somebody that I care about, I will pull them to the side, because I would want that same respect for somebody I care about. If I know we ain't cool, I don't care if you said it in front of anybody else, and then we're just gonna just have words. That's just what it is. Garcelle walks over to leave. We head back to Erica, Diana, and Lisa, and Erica sounds hammered. She just like,
yeah, you know, I'm just over. I love you guys. You know, all this.
Just talking about nonsense at this point, and that's when Lisa kind of looked like, okay, I think it's time for her to go. So they try to get her up. While they're trying to get her up, Garcelle walks over, and Garcelle's basically like, look, I'm about to go. It was a great time. Erica's falling down, kicking up her legs, like I said, opening her legs, and just like, girl, you need to go home. And we find out that later on that she blacked out when she got home, threw up, all this. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I had a weekend like that. Never black out, but when I throw up to get it out, I will throw up to get it out. But Garcelle and Diana, they sit down and talk after Lisa and Erica leave. And Diana apologized for her nasty behavior and how she lashed out on Garcelle for no reason. Like, there was no reason for her to come at Garcelle at her birthday party, for one. And Garcelle came over to diffuse the situation, and you jumped on her for no reason, which is weird. But Diana feels like, she's like, you know, Garcelle's super fun, approachable, and I enjoyed her. So now, because, you know, before she wasn't approachable, she was cold, all these negative connotations, but now she's so fun, she's super approachable, and she's like, maybe it's me, maybe it's Garcelle, maybe it's that Sutton's not here. But I'm just like, it's funny when you actually get to know a person. Instead of assuming something, you actually get to know who that person is. Because, I mean, we all do it. I will assume something quick and not give two fucks. But you actually learn and get to know somebody like, oh, they're actually cool. But it just, I don't know. It makes you feel stupid sometimes. But like with Diana, I'm just like, you pass judgment on Garcelle because she's sticking up for her friend. Like, I feel like any person would know that they're sticking up for their friend. Like, that's common sense. So the next day we see Dorit and PK. They're talking about how PK was arrested for suspicion of DUI, and he was taken down to the station, and like after an hour they let him leave. I don't think he was charged, but he was arrested. And basically I feel like they're just doing this because they want to be on camera. Okay, need to get the storyline. So PK, he basically talking about how he didn't tell her right away because he just felt like he had to go to London the next day, and he didn't want to worry her, this, that, and the third. And her whole thing is, in our marriage, regardless of the fact, you do not lie about anything. Just let me know and I would deal with that, because how do you think I feel now? And the same thing happened with Kyle, where PK told Mauricio right away. Weird. But Kyle felt like, the fuck? So my husband didn't even tell me. He keep a secret from me? And I'm just like, okay. So they're over here talking, and she said, this family, we don't lie to each other. I'm just like, yeah, y'all don't lie to each other because y'all lie with each other. How about that damn robbery, allegedly? No, but to be honest, this is probably like one of the realest conversations I've seen them ever have on this show. And it might even still be for cameras, fake as fuck. But I give it to them. It seemed pretty real, genuine. I didn't hear no weird accents. It just seemed very straightforward. I'm just like, okay, cool. Like I said, it might still be fake, but yeah, chop it up. So we're at Erica's, and she's basically talking about her Pretty Mess hair extension line. Lisa comes over, and her assistant Mikey was there, and the guy with the hair extensions was there. Erica said that she's going to get her life/lifestyle back. Lisa tells Erica's assistant Mikey that Erica was blacked out and shit-faced. Erica feels that drinking socially can be hard to control, like her consumption of alcohol. And Erica just basically trying to figure out how to balance her antidepressants and her alcohol intake. Lisa said that she was out of control and that her behavior is unacceptable, and like she's at the lowest of the low. And Erica agrees, and Mikey agreed too, and they feel like that Erica really need to get it together. And she's just like, yeah, you know, you're right, I do need to get it together. It's just that it's just kind of hard, blah 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 blah. We segue over to Garcelle and her house. When I say this is the type of house that I want, this is what I'm saving up money for. Okay, when I get this next job, this is what I'm saving up for. The back of her house was sickening. So sickening. So nice. So we see Sutton comes over, and she is finally cootie free. They sit down and they have a kiki. They talk about how Diana's house is. Now, Diana's house, I don't personally think I'll be able to afford Diana's house, you know. But Diana's house is breathtaking. Like I said before, from the wood, I love the brown, I love the architecture, the modern look of it, the high archways, the high door frames. Everything looks so nice, so modern. Yeah, I think that's the best part about her archetype on this show. Garcelle brings up how Erica, you know, is drunk as usual. Sutton's like, look, I'm gonna stay out of it. And Garcelle, no, you good. You can stay out of it because I got it. I'm gonna handle her. I'm like, okay, Garcelle, handle her. And we see Dorit and Kyle, and they're sitting here talking. The first thing I see is all these damn dogs. I'm like, cool, I'm a dog person too. Don't get me wrong. Like, I grew up with dogs all my life. I'm about to get another dog soon. I just gotta wait till I move. But she had a lot of dogs. I'm like, girl, they already eat everything. You really need to get this together, Kyle. I know that house stank, allegedly. And to be honest, the conversation was boring as fuck. Like, it could have been cut it out. This could have been like an extra scene. Like, it was boring. They were basically talking about how their husbands were just not telling them all the information. Nothing new. Next, we see Sutton on her date with Sanjay. He's Indian. The date was cute. Like, it was very cute. It was like very, you know how the first date is very awkward. I had a first date like last weekend, not this weekend past, but last weekend I had went on a date. And I mean, I like to talk, so I mean, it was cool for me. So, you know, I went on the Zen. I did what I had to do, you know. But no, so it was very awkward, you know. Oh girl, she really weird, really different. So I'm like, okay, it was cute. So at the end of the episode, we see Erica and Garcelle. They sit down, and Garcelle was like, girl, how you doing? Like, what's popping? What's good? And Erica was like, yeah, you know, I'm having a lot of sex. I'm just like, girl, I wish, right? So the girls are ordering drinks. Garcelle's like, can I get a Casamigos neat? And Erica orders a chamomile tea. And she's just like, the waiter was like, unfortunately, we don't have chamomile tea. We don't serve the hot stuff up here. So Erica's like, okay, well, just give me a cognac. I'm like, tea? cognac. There's no middle. Like, you could have got water, lemonade, Pepsi, tea, cognac. Girl, okay. She got her cognac. Erica, I know she was probably thinking like, look, I tried to do the right thing. It didn't work. Give me my drink. But, yeah, I was just like, girl, how did we get here? So Garcelle's confused, just like how we all are. Garcelle brings up Erica's drinking, and Erica confirms, like, yeah, I've been struggling, I've been blacking out, and Erica feels that she's trying to pull it together, and she really feels like she's going to pull through, and she's going to make it on the other side and be a better person after all this stuff. But like we just found out, like, girl, you're going to pull through. Yeah, cool. But you just got hit with another lawsuit for $50 million. I don't know what you did, but best believe I'm about to go digging. And I wish you nothing but luck, because, girl, you're going to need it. Okay? Because if you end up like Jen Shaw, you're going to jail, bitch! You're going to jail. Erica says Sutton is inappropriate and she's very unpredictable. And I'm just like, ain't this the cat calling the kettle black? How are you going to sit here and say that she is unpredictable when you are very much unpredictable, and you are over here taking meds and then over here drinking on top of it, and you act a plum fool? These past like 5 episodes, you've been acting a plum fool. And I've hung out with friends that do not know how to control their liquor intake, which is fine, because it's like 9 times out of 10, we're either gonna Uber or I'm gonna drive. So I mean, it's fine. But like I tell people, I said, I can take care of you to an extent, because when I go out, I like to have a good time. I'm very social. I'm always dancing. I'm always talking to people. I'm always macking on whoever I got to mack on. You already know that's what I do. But help me help you. Like, don't drink too much. Know your limit. Because throw up ain't bad memory, child. So Garcelle's confused, because it's just like, how you going to sit here and say that when it's like you literally do the same thing? So how? So Garcelle feels that Erica is literally a walking liability, and there is no other woman on this planet that is more scandalous than Erica Jane. And I'm just like, one thing I say about Garcelle this past season, Garcelle has said some things in her confessional that are some fighting words. Ooh, Garcelle has said some things, and I hope to God, when she comes to this reunion, Garcelle, you better come with the whole armor of God. Please. Come with the armor of God and the tongue of the devil. Because you need to do something. Because I know Erica, Lisa, probably Diana, definitely Kyle, they coming for blood. Y'all gonna have to do something. And then maybe even Crystal, because she seems like she very much flip flop. So who knows? But and Garcelle feels like that Erica needs to lay off on Sutton, and I feel like Erica's really been teetering with Sutton. She really didn't do too much. She interjected a few things that wasn't in her business, but it wasn't nothing that crazy. I just feel like Garcelle do try to be the bodyguard for Sutton, but it's not that crazy right now. But yeah, that was the episode. It was a good episode. Like I said, the season has been what I needed. I'm definitely I want to rank the ladies. I would definitely say, out of all the ladies, Garcelle, Kyle, Erica, Sutton they earned a check. Garcelle, Kyle, Erica, Sutton have earned a check. In the middle, I want my 20%. Crystal, Dorit, Kathy, Cherie, they fine. I ain't gonna say them. They're in the okay part. But Crystal and Dorit, I want my motherfucking 20%. because y'all have not been doing what y'all supposed to do. And with that fake ass storyline, Dorit ain't got time. Lisa Rinna, Diana, thank you for your services. Here's your pink slips. Have a good rest of your time, because you have not gave nothing. Lisa seemed like in the next episode she's gonna try to give something, but unfortunately, as JoJo would say, it's too little too late, and I'm over at this point. I already know Lisa Rinna is going to come for blood, because she knows that, I feel like Lisa feels like the producers have been editing her out of the show, so I feel like she's going to do whatever she can with this whole Kathy situation. And 9 times out of 10, most of the fans don't even, I wouldn't say they don't believe it, but they're more on Kathy's side than their side. So anyway, that's my ranking. You already know I love Garcelle. I love Sutton. I love Garcelle. Sutton, I would definitely hold Sutton accountable all the time, because I do see the stuff that Sutton do. I just choose not to care. But yeah, hope you guys like and enjoy. Subscribe, and peace.